What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another transfer talk video today. The latest Arsenal news: it was revealed yesterday that Kurzawa is in advanced talks, advanced negotiations to complete a deal to Arsenal. Now, we spoke about him on yesterday's show. The 27-year-old French international was believed to be a target of Arsenal, and the story seemed to gather momentum yesterday quite quickly as David Ornstein, Oracle Ornstein, the guy, not everything he says is gospel nowadays. He had much better links at the club when Wenger was there. But other news outlets are reporting this as well. It seems to be pretty spot on that Kurzawa is in advanced negotiations to complete a deal to Arsenal in this transfer window. Now, it was believed yesterday it would be around £10 million. It's been revealed that it's around £6 million. For Kurzawa. Now, at the start of this window, I don't think many Arsenal fans would have said we need a left back. We signed Tierney in the summer for 25 million. We've still got Kolasinac, who is on a big wage at the club. I think we would have more said right back and centre back and defensive midfield. But Arsenal are going in for a left back. I think, Tierney is injured until March. Kolasinac has picked up a slight injury and has struggled for fitness this season. He's had injuries as well. And we've had to play young Saka at left back, who is actually a left winger. So Kurzawa for £6 million, I think at this stage is not a bad deal. I mean, a lot of fans are not overly excited about this deal, but I just look at where we are as a football club at the moment. We've got two left backs, so a major left back is not going to want to come to the club. Also, the fact is, I think the club are going to want Tierney to become, the number one left back eventually. I would suspect Kolasinac will probably be sold in the summer. That's just my opinion. I think, Kolasinac's on £100,000 a week due to the fact we signed him on a free transfer. So I would expect Kolasinac to be sold in the summer. And I think Kurzawa for £6 million is reasonable. He's a good attacking fullback. Defensively, he's okay. He's very athletic, very mobile, although has had injury problems. 27-year-old French international. He played the other night for PSG against Monaco, although it's believed that PSG are quite open to letting the player go. He's available on a free in the summer, so PSG are probably happy to take the £6 million. He's fallen down the pecking order there. And for me, a reasonable signing, nothing to get excited about, but I think he's okay. He's certainly, I think, a bit more speedy and a bit more mobile than Kolasinac. So I would expect that deal to go through in the next week or so. Also, Ornstein in the same article said Arsenal are looking at 3 or 4 players in this window who are all loan deals or cheap options. No surprise there, Arsenal are very cheap when it comes to transfers. So it is leading speculation now as to who we're actually chasing now. Of course, the Dries Mertens link is still one that is running around. It's believed that Arsenal are looking to sign him at the end of the season on a free transfer, although could potentially even look to take him in this window. If Napoli decide, the player's definitely going to go, they may take a reduced transfer fee for him in this window. Very interesting that we're looking for another striker. Mertens, of course, plays through the middle or out wide. With Lacazette and Aubameyang. As I said yesterday, are there indications, that Aubameyang or Lacazette are possibly going to leave in the summer? And that's why they're looking at Dries Mertens. So that's one to keep your eye on. Would Mertens be a shrewd bit of business for free, or maybe, £5 million, something like that? Let me know what you think on that. Kurzawa as well, let me know what you think. Also, Mesut Ozil came out yesterday and was very clear that he is looking to stay at Arsenal until the end of his current deal. I'm not surprised by this, 350 grand a week. He's very happy in London. I think Arteta is very much looking to play him. Apparently they were good friends when Arteta was at Arsenal. He's looked a little bit better since Arteta's come in, so fair play to him. And I don't think he had great options anyway in terms of moving. I just want to see a little bit more goal productivity from Mesut Ozil. 1 assist and no goals this season. Only 2 assists in the Premier League last season. When you bear in mind that Lacazette got 13 goals in the Premier League and that Aubameyang got 22 goals in the Premier League, that's 35 goals between our two strikers last season. I don't think 2 assists for Ozil is satisfactory. I think he needs to be more of a goal threat. So let's hope he can add that in the second part of this season. So Ozil looking like he's staying. Mustafi made a bit of a statement yesterday as well, long statement talking about the difficulties he's had at Arsenal and the criticism from the fans and so on. And also Arteta said, you know, sort of backed him and said, you know, he knows him from his time at Everton and he wants to see Mustafi regain his level that he knows he can play at. But for me, I think it's too little too late. I do have some sympathy for Mustafi. He has had a hard time from the fans, but let's be honest, he hasn't been good enough. There was a very big transfer fee attached to him, and I think it's time for Mustafi to move on, although I think they're going to struggle to move him on. It looked earlier in the window as if he would go to Galatasaray on loan. That's gone very quiet at the moment. So interesting stuff, really. Arsenal looking to get 3 or 4 deals done in this window, although, you know, I think it'll be very difficult. We've seen over the last few days Bayern Munich have said that Boateng will stay. Also, Boubakary Soumaré, who was linked with, it looks as if Real Madrid have pulled out of that race now. He's now being linked with a move to Chelsea, who, of course, their transfer ban is up. So that's another player that looks as if we may not get him. As I said, the rumour is we are only looking for cheap deals. Also, coming out of the Italian press, the rumour was that we have made an offer for Frank Kessie, although the deal was apparently rejected. It's believed this was a loan deal with an option to buy in the summer and believed to have been rejected by Milan, who are looking to recoup around £25 million for him in this window. And it looks as if Arsenal are not looking to outlay any major transfer fees in this window, which made it interesting that Arteta said in terms of Frank Kessie, no truth in that at the moment. So maybe we have made offers for him or are trying to negotiate for him. So keep an eye on the Frank Kessie one. That's another interesting one. PSG apparently have come out and said they want £26 million for Cavani if he was to go in this window. So I think that rules Arsenal out. The 32-year-old is available for free in the summer, but I think Atletico Madrid are favourites to get that one done. So that's where we're at the moment. Arsenal looks as if they're looking to make 3 or 4 signings. They'll all be cheap. They'll all be loans. Let's see what they can negotiate. Well, it looks as if Layvin Kurzawa will be the first one, and I think Arsenal will target probably a centre-back, and maybe, apparently, they've said they want an athletic centre midfielder. Don't forget, keep subscribing to the channel. There's going to be a lot of content out today. Sheffield United preview will be out later today. I'm also at YouTube today recording, so hopefully we'll have possibly a live stream out later today as well. So look out for that. Everyone take care, have a good day. Tune in tomorrow for another transfer talk. Keep subscribing. Bless.